The Bay Area's choice for stories worth sharing. KTVU Fox 2.
Coming up on Mornings on 2 to 9, sprucing up an old favorite appetizer. Up next, food and wine pairings for your holiday spread. And don't they look great?
Well, if you're looking to glam up your holiday parties, how about a classic cheese and wine spread? Let's send it over to Sal, who's tasting a couple of options.
Thank you, Claudia. I'm here with Vintner and bestselling author Kathryn and Hall brand ambassador Jennifer Brown. And I love this beautiful spread, but the first thing I'm going to say is I think most people would look at this, and you guys are experts now, don't laugh. How easy is it to put something like this together?
It is so much easier to do this than to put together a meal at the holiday time.
Really?
That's one of the things that we really love about cheese, is that you just really, you cut it, put it out on a piece, on a board like this, and it looks elegant, and it's very fast and easy. And then you can get back into do the things that are really fun, like have a good glass of wine.
Right, wine and cheese pairings, hard cheeses and soft cheeses. Can you take me through some of the wines that you have paired up with these cheeses?
Of course. So we have two wineries here today. One is our Walt Winery. We make Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays. Okay. And so first we have our Sonoma Coast Chardonnay. That's a really elegant wine and pairs excellently, we think, with this Humboldt fog cheese that you have right here. Okay. It pairs well with some of the citrusy and floral notes in the wine. Right. And it also pairs nicely with this Stilton cheese that has apricots in it that brings out the stone fruit in the wine. Okay. And then next we have our Gaps Crown Pinot Noir. Okay. Which is a really sort of strawberry jam. I can smell that. Can you smell it? Yeah, sort of bright red fruit. And it also has an earthiness to it. So we've paired it with our Manchego cheese, which is a hard cheese, which has a nutty flavor that brings out the earthiness. Now, Jennifer, if you're having a party, are you supposed to stand over people and say, okay, this cheese goes with that wine? Or how do you suggest that? How do you suggest doing that? What I suggest is picking one wine to start with, and then just choosing some wines that go with it. And if you go to a nice retailer like Dean and DeLuca, who supplied these cheeses for us today, they can really help you out and tell you what goes nicely with the wines. We are kind of spoiled in this region because we have people like you, and you can just drive up to the winery and you know, get basically a tutorial. What do you think is the hardest thing that intimidates people from starting off and pairing wine and cheese at the holidays?
Probably people worry about, is it going to go? But I'll tell you, the next two wines, both of these are both Cabernets. Both of them are, I think, great with any of these wines. I mean, I have some favorites, and if we have time, I'd love to tell you about some of them.
Everyone knows a Cab. Let's do this.
Okay, here's a Cabernet. So this is our Jack's Masterpiece. It's just a big, powerful, luscious, you know, lovely. Isn't that fabulous?
It is nice.
Great red fruit. So we put this, you want to have this, I think this is wonderful to have with a nice buttery cheese. Anytime you serve a cheese that's very buttery, having fruit in the wine is really nice.
Like what type of cheese?
Well, like this cheese that we have right here, which is a wonderful Camembert. Okay. And I would, you can have some later, or I can pick it up.
Just grab it up here. You know what? Let me use my man hands over here. I'm going to use, there you go. So, all right.
Oh, here's a tip for guests: like, don't let it stick to the board in the future. So anyway, so this is a Jack's. It's a wonderful Cabernet. It comes all from our Napa Valley. And then the second Cabernet that we have is also very big, very powerful. We think of it as a rather masculine wine, and it's our 1873. It's called 1873. So this has more. Its fruit is very fruity also, but the fruit is very wild and earthy and has sort of a musty quality. And I think it's really lovely if you put it with this wonderful cheese that we have. This is the Wensleydale. Okay. Probably easier to pass it to you if you'd like to have a little bite of it. It's over here.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm going to do that off camera because we have to go. But I want to ask you, ladies, what's the best way if you want to? Can they come to the winery and have someone who would help them out with these pairings?
Well, thank you for asking. Absolutely. Come to see us at Walt. Come to see us at Hall. We love to drink wine. We love to share wine, talk about it, and we have lots of some food pairings, including cheese pairings, so we can help get you all ready for the holidays.
Sounds good. We're ready for the holidays. All right. We'll be right back with more on Mornings on 2 to 9 after I have a couple sips. We'll see you in a minute.